Welcome to Mr. Chalk's Revision Tips. In this video, we will look at biodiversity and reducing biodiversity. So, biodiversity is the variability among living organisms from all sources including terrestrial, marine and other aquatic ecosystems and the ecological complexities of which they are part. So this includes diversities within species, between species and ecosystems. So biodiversity forms a foundation of a vast array of ecosystem services as well as things that contribute to human well-being. Biodiversity is important in human management as well as natural ecosystems. And decisions humans make that influence biodiversity can affect the well-being among themselves and others. So if we're looking at what biodiversity is, so biodiversity or biological diversity is a term that describes the variety of living beings on Earth. So in short, it's a description as to the degree of variation of life. So biological diversity encompasses microorganisms, plants, and other things that you find within ecosystems. So like we've just said, biodiversity refers to the number or abundance of different species. It represents the wealth of biological resource available to us. We need to think about sustaining the natural area that make up a community of plants, animals and other living things that is being reduced, and we need to go and ensure that those habitats aren't destroyed. Habitat destruction is a major cause of biodiversity loss. So habitat loss is caused by things like deforestation, overpopulation, pollution, global warming, things like that. So changes in diets in developed countries in areas such as Europe and America. So because people are continually looking for new interesting foods, and as a result of that, scarce food resources can be transported around the world to provide a variety for people who already have plenty to eat. So because we go in and we start to grow mainly the same thing, that can reduce biodiversity. So global travel, so the movement of seeds and animals from one part of the world to another, and the climate change have led to an increase in new pests and pathogens spreading from one place to another. So for example, a few years ago, farmers in the UK had to deal with the risk of a disease called blue tongue spreading from Europe. So an increase in disease can cause a drop in biodiversity. Changes in the environment as a result of global warming have an enormous effect on food security. So in recent years, both drought and flooding have increased. So scientists think that extreme weather might be a result of global warming. So these changes to the environment can cause a decrease in biodiversity. And finally, scientists in the developed world can produce crops that are genetically engineered to withstand droughts or floods to produce very high yields of food. However, there are fears that people who can't get access to them would need agricultural inputs, and that more of these types of crops would be grown, which would lead to a decrease in biodiversity. Thanks for watching.